Hi guys, I'm M Pacific, and today I'm going to talk about how series can both negatively and positively impact your view counts on your videos. So a series on YouTube, whether it be playing through a video game or maybe different makeup tutorials like part 1, 2, and 3, those are very much easy to produce, like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. And they can positively impact your views because someone might subscribe to you because they know that you're coming out with more series. So let's say I make episode 1 of something. Someone might subscribe to me because they like episode 1 and they're going to come back to episode 2. Therefore, I didn't do anything I obviously did stuff in the video, but it doesn't matter what content is currently on my channel, it is what's to come that's making them subscribe. And that can really boost not only your sub counts, but your view counts, because that person then becomes invested in the series, and they keep coming back because they like it a lot. And another thing that series do is when you make a series of like 20 videos or whatever, you can easily make a playlist, and then someone, if they're on your channel and they watched all your recent videos and they really like what they saw, they might go into your playlist and see that, oh, you have a 20-minute or a 20 video series of something they actually would like to watch. So they start watching it, and then they also become invested in it, so they're gonna watch it all the way through. So that one view on episode 1 maybe became 3 views on episode 1, 2, and 3. So then if you're a channel with a lot of series and someone watches one of your series all the way through and you have 30 other ones, it's going to be really easy for them, if you come out with stuff that they don't want to watch, that they can go back and find stuff that they still want to watch and still watch your content, even if it's not on your most recent videos. There's some negative impacts that a series can have. I mean, for one, lots of people might watch episode 1 and not so many people would come back for episode 2. So you might get 30 views on episode 1, but then you might get 25 views on episode 2, 22 views on episode 3, 19 views on episode 4. And then maybe some of the people that didn't like episode 1 might come back, but that's because they maybe, if they didn't like episode 1, there's no reason for them to go and watch episode 2. So really, that's the risk you're taking, is initially your videos are going to get viewed a lot, and as the series goes on, they may not get viewed as much as some of the other stuff. I'm pretty smart when it comes to watching gaming channels, so if you're playing a game like Super Mario Maker, which has no flow, it's just when you make an episode, it's just the next episode that you recorded, then it might be, okay, it's just another Mario Maker episode, and that negative view impact of the series will go away. The positive impact might stay, but the negative impact, it might stay also, but most of the time it'll go away. And the negative impact can also go away if you're making like a 200-part series, so like the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. If you're on episode 82, that person's gonna see that and be like, oh, well, maybe I'm just gonna start on episode 82 because there's obviously a lot of stuff this guy can do. I'm not gonna get too lost, you know. And the negative impact of, oh, I didn't watch episode 1, so I'm not gonna watch the series, that stuff might go away. But the positive impact of being invested in the series might go away as well, because someone just watched one episode halfway through, and there may or may not be a reason for them to stay and watch the rest of the episodes. You also can get into a kind of comfort zone when it comes to series, because they are easy to produce. So maybe your personality will be impacted. It's like, alright guys, we're gonna play this game again for the 5th time, and maybe if you're usually upbeat, you're kind of a little more drab and dreary and dry than you used to be. So then, someone who might enjoy episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 might watch episode 5 and decide that they're not going to watch you anymore, when they would enjoy episode 6. That you basically lost 1 view, maybe even more from that. So really, series are kind of a toss-up. So at the end of the day, when you make a series, just know, just because it's a series doesn't mean each video has to be the same, except the only difference is they're built on top of one another. You can still be very interesting with series, and still really make them flow like a series would, but make each video unique, so that it feels like you're watching a new video every time. So that's it for my advice with making series on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, tell me in the comments below. If you have advice on making series, how series affects your views, all that good stuff, go ahead and tell me that in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, because I will be making more YouTube and gaming channel advice videos. I'm Pacific. See you guys in the next episode of whatever I decide to make.